It's Good Friday, the start of the Easter Bank holiday weekend, and we're finally out in the van again. We're at Llanfaglan, just outside Caernarvon in North Wales. It's a well-known off-grid park-up for campervanners and motorhomers, but it's lovely. It's right on the shore. You've got Snowdonia in the background, the hills of the Llyn Peninsula to the left and Anglesey to the right, with a lovely view out over the bay in front. It's getting late and we've already eaten, so it's just a case of getting the fire going and chilling out for the evening. There aren't many places in England or Wales where we feel comfortable getting the fire pit out, but this is one of them. After a lazy morning of doing nothing at all, it's time for a walk. It's only 2 miles into Carnarvon, so that's where we're heading.
The birds you can see in the distance diving into the sea for food are terns, and we think they're sandwich terns. They're just arriving in the UK on their annual migration north from the coast of Africa. And these chaps look like Brent geese. They won't be spending the summer here. They'll soon be off to the wilds of Canada, where hopefully they'll find some peace and quiet, undisturbed by idiots with flying cameras. Claude checks out the cost of entry into the castle, so we know exactly how much we're not going to pay not to go in. It's £12.50 each, which actually isn't bad for rip-off Britain, but we're still not paying it though.
There's a nice little pub right next to the castle. In fact, it's built right into the castle walls, the Anglesey Arms. It's a fine spot for a couple of pints. In this case, a Welsh lager called Bayside, and it's very nice. Now, we've seen a few YouTube videos recently of people cremating their potatoes on the fire, so here's how we do our jacket potatoes. Firstly, you have to understand a campfire will be much hotter than an oven. At home, you'd bake potatoes at about 180 degrees Celsius. Well, a large campfire can get up to 900 degrees Celsius, and even a small one contained in a fire pit can reach half of that. So if you stick your spuds into the middle of a roaring fire, they're going to burn to a crisp, no matter what you do. So you really have to let the fire die down a bit, or find some way of cooking them around the peripheries of it. What does help though, because it reduces the amount of time the potatoes are actually in the fire, is cutting them in half. Then when you're wrapping the halves in foil, make it several layers thick for extra protection. Then start with the flat exposed side of the potato facing the coals. We give them 8 minutes on this side because we like them to get a bit charred and crispy, but just give them 5 minutes if you don't want them as crispy. Then turn them over and give them another 30 minutes on the other side, and that's it. Perfect baked potatoes. The sky is starting to colour up nicely again. We may get another nice sunset. We think we eat pretty well when camping, and we cook some decent meals, but sometimes simple comfort foods are the best, and it's hard to beat letting the fire die down a bit and having a couple of rounds of hot buttered toast before bed. What?
No, that's enough.
More.
No, that's plenty for me. You have the big one. It's been lovely here at Llanfaglan, and we could easily spend another day and night here, but we've had our eye on another spot in Snowdonia since we passed it last autumn when we were out foraging for mushrooms, so we're heading off to Trasfynydd to check it out properly. It is beautiful here, but there's something putting us off staying here because for a tiny single track road there sure is an awful lot of traffic coming through. So we decided to stay for just a few hours, do a spot of fishing and just chill out before heading off.